welcome to Term 3, Week 8 of our RE Prosper Pilgrimage, where we continue to move along with our journey. This pilgrimage is our attempt to help keep the focus on our strengths and our relationship with God, who gives us those strengths, to use them whenever we need to. Our Catholic Christian belief invites you to believe that your God-given dignity is inbuilt with each one of you, and that it's a source of comfort, of guidance, of challenge, and of hope. These character strengths of yours are the tools you need to face any situation, and even if you're by yourself, you are never truly alone, as God is with you. These strengths are our attempt at focusing on hope in these challenging and at times very sad times. This week's character strength is self-regulation, which Catholic Christians translate as self-discipline, and that the word discipline comes from the same word as disciple or follower, and in our case, a follower of Jesus. We also use the word temperance to help in our understanding of getting just the right balance of not too much and not too little of a situation. This character strength is currently found at number 23 of 24 among the students, and follows on from prudence at number 22 to really show that this area of growth is one that great opportunity is presented for us. For me, this character strength is number 16, but I'm very happy to see that it's moving up my list after a year's worth of effort in trying to eat better, to exercise more, to have more positive thinking, to do more walking, and to play tennis. At 16, though, I recognize that there's still much more work to do, particularly in the areas of sleep, anxiety, and also other challenges. I've had to work hard, and I also need to remember that the character strength of perseverance could help. Remember that perseverance was the hard work I have to do after the hard work I've already done. And Jesus recognized the challenges of self-discipline when he was tempted in the desert, and also in the very night before he died, when his disciples fell asleep, instead of remaining awake with him as he asked them to. Jesus recognized and understood that forgiveness was necessary in its application of self-discipline, because he believed that humanity was all better than our worst actions. Like everything else that brings progress, the greatest struggle is always within ourselves. It may be hard to believe when you're facing a beautiful chocolate sundae at McDonald's, or the prospect of maybe sleeping in instead of getting up for exercise. But studies show that people with self-discipline are actually happier. People with a higher degree of self-control spend less time deciding whether or not to indulge in behaviours that are detrimental to their health, and are able to make positive decisions more easily. They don't let impulses or feelings dictate their choices. Instead, they make level-headed decisions, and as a result, they may tend to be more satisfied with their lives. There are things that you can do to learn self-discipline and gain the willpower to live a happier life. If you're looking to take control of your habits and choices, then the second video of this series will hopefully give you some powerful examples of what you can do to master self-discipline. In the second video, I try and explain about my walks to all the AIC schools, and in particular, the one to Ipswich. One of the greatest reasons we pursue self-regulation or discipline is so that we can actually become freer from some of the outside regulations. For Catholic Christians, understanding the will of God in our lives to mean something is one of the great goals of humanity. God has a plan for each one of us, but God doesn't make us take it. We are constantly being invited to see that life of ours grow. Self-regulation is hard work. It is in fact hard work for the entirety of our whole lives. It's the strength required not to get into a car when affected by alcohol, not to get into a car when there's a dangerous driver. It's the decision to not make a cruel statement or hurt someone, and also the decision to be kind to others. Jesus indicated that his disciples would need to take up their cross. He didn't indicate that they would be taken away, but that they would need to be taken up. Who you are is God's gift to you, and who you become is your gift to God. The next video hopefully will explain some techniques for how to live self-discipline so that we drink more of this than maybe of this. Thank you.